Amani Channel here. This is Web Video Chefs. What's snapping, folks? What's snapping? What's snapping? How does it go? What's snapping? All right, we're gonna go with what's snapping. All right, in this recipe, I'm talking all about Snapchat and reasons why you should get started with the app now rather than later. Okay, so by now you've heard of Snapchat. You probably have been encouraged by someone in your social sphere to get on Snapchat. But if you're like I was probably about a year and a half ago, you're probably like, what the heck, Snapchat? What? No. Okay, so I was the same way. I got on Snapchat. I downloaded the app probably about a year and a half ago. I've known about the app. Obviously, it was started out a few years back as an app that teens use primarily to send each other photos, and the photos would quickly vanish forever. And so there was some sort of appeal for teens for that, probably because they didn't want their parents to see what they were sharing with their friends. Anyhow, now Snapchat has basically gone mainstream. Okay, so Snapchat is valued at $16 billion. All right, they have 100 million users. I believe they are the second largest social network next to Facebook. All right, so those are just some stats from HubSpot's website. All right, that being said, you may be wondering, why the heck should I get on Snapchat? Well, I think that the whole strategy and the whole growth of Snapchat is pretty remarkable. And really, if you think about it, the app's been around for maybe 5 years, I believe since about 2011. And now with a base of 100 million users that are that young, they have a built-in community already that is massively huge. All right, so what does that mean? This means that as their users continue to get grow and get older, as long as they don't stop using the app, which I don't see that happening, because normally what happens in social media with communities is that a community will start with a niche portion of the population, like Facebook. They started with college students, and then if the site is successful, right, if the community grows, if it grows organically, if it is able to establish itself within that niche, then it can branch out and become mainstream. And that's certainly what we're seeing here with Snapchat now. Certainly there are fly-by-night social networks and communities that sort of come and go. There are services that come and go, but it appears that Snapchat is here to stay, especially, you know, I consider myself an early adopter. I'm not exactly an early adopter of Snapchat, but this is the reason why I like it. First of all, the whole fact that you're able to share photos and videos that disappear within 24 hours, which is what happens when you create a story, creates a sense of urgency within your community. So people who are following you on Snapchat, they're going to want to see what you did that day at some point, because they know that the content is going to disappear. And if you're creating awesome content, if you're creating great content, or people are just, people are very voyeuristic anyways, they want to see what you're doing behind the scenes, they're going to want to check in. They're going to want to tap their phones. People are already addicted to their phones. All right, Snapchat allows you to take 10-second video clips, but with the story feature, what you're able to do is you're able to string those clips together and tell stories, all right? So there are some folks on Snapchat who just sort of take random snaps throughout the day. That's certainly fine. If that's their strategy, that's fine. But one thing that I've been trying to do lately is actually to create a story with a beginning, middle, end with my snaps. And I just really started doing it recently because there are some of the more established Snapchatters who are like there are certain folks who've just been using it for several years now. Some of them, that's what they try to do. So I'm a storyteller anyways. I come from a journalism background, so that's what I'm going to try to do. Certainly I might share some random snaps, and basically my Snapchat is maintained by myself and my 7-year-old son. That's the other thing. Snapchat is fun to use. So there are some features that allow you, there's some filters that allow you to put, I don't know what they call it, but you're able to take a image of your face and do some cool things. And every day there's a different kind of filter for your face. People are playing with these like crazy. My son loves them. And so, I mean, if you talk about a 7-year-old kid who's now loving Snapchat, and he knows how to shoot as well, so he knows how to use the app because it's really simple. I mean, there you have it. All right. So what if you're just like resistant to using Snapchat? All right. So I know you're on Facebook. All right. I'll give you an example. My wife is a laggard. All right. She is behind the curve with everything. And that's not to say anything about her, but she didn't understand Facebook. She signed up to Facebook, didn't use it for several years. Now she's a Facebook user. I've been talking to several folks that are like, I asked them, hey, are you on Snapchat? They're like, Snapchat? What? Why? All right. I guarantee you within the next 12 months to 2 years, they're going to be on Snapchat. because first of all, like, it just makes sense. Like, my wife right now is in Savannah, Georgia at the time of this recording. So what she can do, she could be following me on Snapchat, seeing what me and my son did. So for instance, today after work, I went to the auto body shop. I had to get an estimate on some damage that was done to my car. My son and I then went to the pool and hung out. I created a couple little stories around these events. My wife could have just been following our adventures and not having to check in, like call us. Like, I mean, it's just another way to communicate. And that's the other thing. Snapchat is just another great way to communicate, all right? So I friended a guy on Snapchat today. He's a real estate a trainer, a speaker. And the first thing he did, I sent him a little message because on his YouTube video, he said, hey, send me a message if you follow me on Snapchat. So I sent him a little message. He responded back with a video snap. And I responded back with a video snap from me and Devin. And so it's just another way to communicate with people. And at the end of the day, that's what we're all here to do. Now, the real value for brands is that for those of you, for brands that have really serious followers, or just people who want to see what the brand is doing, you can give them a behind the scenes look at your operations and what goes on behind the curtain. You can pull the curtain back. Snapchat is really organic though. You shouldn't get up there and create a lot of non-organic content. I mean, you can just sort of be yourself. People can kind of smell a rat anyways, or smell a faker. So just be yourself and just have fun. All right. So the one thing I did want to show you before I leave is how to quickly add someone. And so I'm sorry I'm so late in getting to this point, but I did want to show you that. All right, so I'm just opening up my phone here. And so it's really easy to add someone with Snapchat. You just open up the app and you take your phone and you just can take a picture, take a snap of, not yourself, take a snap of their icon. All right. And then it's going to scan it. And you just hit add friend. All right, so now I'm following Sour Patch Kids. All right, but is that easy to add someone with Snapchat? That's how you do it. There's some other ways too, but that's the easiest way to. Also, you can take a photo. You can take a picture of the icon there and just select it in your phone as well. There's a couple different ways you can do it. All right, so yeah, so if you're not on Snapchat, get on Snapchat. Follow me. I'm at Amani channel. You can also just scan my snap code, which is going to be somewhere here on the screen. I don't know where it's going to be, but believe me, you're going to use Snapchat. You're going to want to use Snapchat. People love photos, people love videos. It's a lot more interactive than like Instagram, which you can post one photo, one video at a time. You kind of have to do the scroll thing on your phone. Snapchat, the way the app is designed now, it will go through everyone you follow and auto play folks who you're following. It'll play all their stories. And it's a world of fun. And so, I'm a video guy, and by using the stories, like the 10-second clips, you can string the clips together and you can just do fun, creative things. And I'm a creative dude, so that's why I love it. Now, if you don't like speaking on camera, it's a way you can get better speaking on camera. 10 seconds, you can say something in 10 seconds to a camera, right? We all can. If not, just snap a photo, add some stickers, have some fun, all right? Amani channel, get on Snapchat, follow me. Shoot me a message, all right? Say hi, shoot me a snap, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to follow us here, like or subscribe to our channel, or you can go to Web Video Chefs and you can get some free swag there, webvideochefs.com. Talk to you in the next one. Peace.